Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the new installment of Billy the Team. This week, we'll be celebrating the release of the recent Spider-Man PlayStation 4 exclusive video game by building teams that are Spider-Man related. Be it because Spider-Man is on them, or because it's the Sinister Syndicate, his nemesis, or the Spider-Man family, his allies. So, I've got 400 points to play around with, so let's get started. We'll start off with the Sinister Syndicate. Okay, so first off, a figure that anymore belongs on any Sinister Syndicate team is the Kingpin from the Superior Foes of Spider-Man Fast Forces. Now he comes in at 50 points. He has a trait, or he had. Oh, first off, he has the Sinister Syndicate team ability and keyword, as well as the Politician keyword. He's got a trait: My City, My Rules. Kingpin and friendly characters within 8 squares are considered adjacent to each other for purposes of the Sinister Syndicate team ability. Okay, all right. That makes the team ability much more useful. I mean, it was already fairly useful, but kind of dangerous, as everyone would be all bunched together. But now they can be all over the damn place, as long as they're within 8 squares of him. So, what else we got? Well, we've got on damage and special power, Overlord of Crime. Kingpin can use leadership and outwit. When he uses leadership, he can remove an action token from a character with a Sinister Syndicate keyword regardless of point value. Admittedly, that last sentence really doesn't matter anymore with the changes made to leadership last year. So, but still, leadership and outwit, not bad. Then we've got 2 clicks of stealth on speed, 2 clicks of toughness, followed by 2 clicks of combat reflexes on defense. And following the 2 clicks of Overlord of Crime, we've got 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert. And because it is kind of important with the trait, an opening attack value of 11. Not bad, not bad. So who else is going to be on this Sinister Syndicate? We'll follow things up with good old Norman Osborn. That's right, the original Green Goblin. And one of the, and the man behind pretty much most of Spider-Man's villains. Alright, so, for 50 points, Norman brings the Dark Avengers, Hammer, Sinister Syndicate, and Politician keywords. He also has a trait, Still Wearing the Mask underneath. At the beginning of the game, you may place a character named Green Goblin from your sideline on this card on any click, and choose a power on that click. Norman Osborn can use that power in this game. Now, what's interesting about that trait is this. 1, does not specify which Green Goblin figure, as long as it is a figure named Green Goblin. Okay. Well, I've got a few. And 2, it simply says a power on that click. It does not specify a named power or a standard power. So, my pick for that is usually this Green Goblin from the Superior Foes of Spider-Man booster set. The same set that this Norman Osborn comes from. And just leave him on click 1 and usually pick a team of incompetence I have to show the way. Last Green Goblin can use Enhancement and Perplex. So, normally you can use Enhancement and Perplex over the course of the game. He's also got 3 clicks of Stealth, followed by a click of Charge, a final click of Super Strength, 3 clicks of Willpower, followed by a click of Toughness, a click of Outwit, followed by a click of Perplex, then another click of Outwit, and then a click of Battle Fury. Also, he had on his last click, he has a bit of a surge, I guess, going up, becoming the Goblin. But yeah, not bad. All right. Next on the list, we've got the Vulture. Yeah, he doesn't look much like he did in Spider-Man Homecoming last year, but that's Adrian Toomes. So, for 50 points, the Vulture brings the Sinister Syndicate and Scientist keywords to the table, as well as the Sinister Syndicate team ability. And he's got a trait, King Crook of the Skies. Opposing characters with the boot speed symbol modify their attack dice by -1 when targeting Vulture with a close attack. We got 3 clicks of charge, followed by 2 clicks of sidestep. 3 clicks of blades on those charge clicks as well, so that's good. Opening defense is energy shield deflection, followed up by 2 clicks of combat reflexes and 2 clicks of willpower. And on his on damage, on his last 2 clicks, he's got exploit weakness. That's not bad, though. To really utilize that exploit weakness, you're going to need someone. You're probably going to have to rely on that Sinister Syndicate team ability. Next up, we've got Mysterio, rumored to be the villain in the next Spider-Man movie. Now, you may notice Mysterio is propped on something as well. That would be the Mist Marker. So, let's talk about what Mysterio can do. He brings the Sinister Syndicate keyword team ability as celebrity keyword to the table. And a trait, Illusions and Nightmares. Mysterio starts the game with the Mist Marker attached. And while it's attached, all lines of fire drawn to Mysterio are hindered. Give Mysterio a power action, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire, and attach the Mist Marker to them, removing it from anywhere else. When another character with the Mist Marker attached makes an attack, the target can use Shape Change. If the target can already use Shape Change, that target can use Super Senses. When the character with the Mist Marker attached hits or is KO'd, reattach the Mist Marker to Mysterio. Now, aside from that, we've got back and forth between Stealth and Mind Control, 2 clicks of Incapacitate, mid and end dial. Defense goes back and forth between Super Senses and Barrier. Then we got some sporadic clicks of probability control, including top click. So, not bad for 60 points. Next on the list is the Hobgoblin. Honestly, one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. And my first exposure to the Goblin Legacy. Anywho, he's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability, and he brings these Sinister Syndicate and Soldier keywords to the table. We've got a special power on damage. Who is this new Hobgoblin? Hobgoblin can use Shape Change. If he doesn't succeed, place an identity token on an opposing character's card, removing it from any other opposing character's card. When Hobgoblin is the only target of attack and is hit, you may remove the identity token from an opposing character's card to have that character become the hit target of the attack, even if it would be illegal. Not bad. I've actually had that worked out really well in the past. So, next, anyways, the rest of his dial, we got 3 clicks of sidestep, followed by 3 clicks of running shot, 3 clicks of precision strike, followed by 3 clicks of penetrating psychic blast. I kind of wish those were flipped, but oh well. 3 clicks of toughness, followed by 3 clicks of energy shield deflection, 3 clicks of who is this new Hobgoblin, followed by 3 clicks of perplex. For 80 points, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And finally, we got Boomerang. Yeah, he looks kind of goofy, I know. Trust me, he used to look goofier. Like, for reals. So, what does Boomerang bring to the table? Well, at 110 points, he has the Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and Thunderbolts keywords. He also has the Masters of Evil and Sinister Syndicate team abilities. Then we've got trait, superior to the other guys. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, if a character uses the Sinister Syndicate team ability to replace their attack value with boomerangs, that character can use Precision Strike during that attack. Okay, well... Then we've got special power on defense, mid-air boomerang deflection. Boomerang can use energy shield deflection. When Boomerang has no action tokens and will be hit by a range attack, you may give him an action token to immediately use super senses. Okay, alright. Then we've got, on damage, got my own gang now. And they sort of listen to me. Boomerang can use leadership. When he does and fails, you may give an action token to an adjacent friendly character, and if you do, remove an action token from him. Alright. So what are we looking at power-wise? Well, we got 2 clicks of running shot, 2 clicks of sidestep, 2 clicks of stealth. Followed by, 2 clicks of energy explosion and 4 clicks of precision strike. It should also be noted that he also has, like Kingpin, he also has an 11 attack, making him an excellent choice for buddying up with someone. And he's a flyer, so that makes it even better. 3 clicks of mid-air boomerang deflection, followed by 3 clicks of toughness. 2 clicks of got my own gang now, and they sort of listen to me. Followed by 2 clicks of ranged combat expert, and 2 clicks of outwit. Also, he has improved targeting, ignores characters. And yeah, he's the only one on the team with any kind of improved anything. So, alright, that's our Sinister Syndicate team. And our sideline Green Goblin. So, what's next? Do we go with the anti-registration Civil War based team or the Spider-Man family? Decisions. I'll have to make quite the decision either way when I went tonight when playing. You know what though? Let's just go across the board. So anti-registration. All right. So anti-registration is from they're all from the Civil War storyline organized play set, and they're all from the story Civil War. So kicking things off, we've got Luke Cage, the hero of Harlem. That's him. He clocks in at 70 points. He has a trait, Unbreakable Skin, allowing him to reduce penetrating damage. He also has the anti-registration, Avengers, Heroes for Hire, and Marvel Knights keywords. We got 2 clicks of charge up at the top, followed by 2 clicks of flurry and 2 clicks of plasticity on speed. 2 clicks of super strength, and then nothing for the rest of the dial. Kind of sucks he's only up those first 2 clicks. Then we've got 2 clicks of invulnerable, followed by 2 clicks of toughness, and 2 clicks of special defense power, not giving up, allowing gives Luke Cage toughness and willpower. Then we've got Empower, 2 clicks of Battle Fury, and 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Next on the team, we've got, at 80 points, Captain America, the Sentinel of Liberty himself. No. He's got anti-registration, Avengers, and soldier keywords. He also has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain and characters. He has the trait, just a friendly handshake. Once per game, when Captain America hits an adjacent character with the armor or robot keyword, after action resolve, you may give that character up to 2 action tokens. And let's see. Start off with a couple clicks of sidestep, followed by 2 clicks of flurry, and 2 clicks at the end of his dial of charge. We've got 2 clicks of precision strike, and nothing else on attack. On defense, first we should notice he's indomitable, so he's got built-in willpower. We've got the special power, blocking repulsor blast, which allows Cap to use energy shield deflection and toughness, and he can't be the target of ranged combat. He can't be targeted using ranged combat expert. He's got that for the first 2 clicks, followed by 2 clicks of toughness and 2 clicks of combat reflexes. Then we've got, on damage, leading the resistance. Cap can use close combat expert and leadership as if he were 100 points. Which again, necessitating, naming a point value doesn't really matter with leadership anymore. For the most part. As long as you're sharing, as long as you get shared keywords, that is. And he's got that for his first 2 clicks, followed by 2 clicks of outwit and 2 more clicks at the end of leading the resistance. Well, that's cool. He can you can pull tokens at the end as well as the beginning. All right. So next up, we've got the man himself. Spider-Man, clocking in at 80 points with the Spider-Man Ally team ability, which is wild card. Improved movement, ignores elevation and hindering. He's got a trait, Annoying Arachnid. Spider-Man can use super senses. If he hit with a close combat attack this turn, he can use sidestep this turn and automatically breaks away when doing so. When it comes to keywords, he's got anti-registration, Avengers, Celebrity, and Spider-Man family. And we open up with Amazing, Spectacular, Sensational on movement, allowing Spider-Man to use both charge and flurry. Always nice. Let's see, we got that for 2 clicks, followed by 2 clicks of charge and 2 more clicks at the end of Amazing, Spectacular, Sensational. And mid-dial, we've got 2 clicks of Super Strength, followed up by 2 clicks of Energy Shield Deflection, 2 of Combat Reflexes, and 2 of Willpower. He's also got a range of 4. Cap here has got a range of 5 as well, I might add. Oh, well, not a bad. Oh, that's right. He picks up some. Forgot about that. Finally, on damage, he picks up 2 clicks of Perplex mid-dial as well with it to go with his super strength. Not too shabby for Spidey. Next up, we've got the Punisher. I seriously love this figure just for that sculpt. It's not my favorite Punisher sculpt, but it's a close second. However, this is one of my favorite Punisher figures, definitely. So, okay, first off, at 80 points as well, he's got the Spider-Man Ally team ability. Kind of amusing, actually. The anti-registration, Marvel Knights, and soldier keywords. We've got 2 traits. The first one, Locked and Loaded. At the beginning of the game, place 3 ammo tokens on this card.
When a Punisher KOs an opposing character, place an ammo token on this card. Basically, that's saying he can have as many ammo tokens as you can put on, but he starts off with only 3. Next up, we've got Empty the Clip. When Punisher targets one or more characters with a range attack, he can remove 1 or more action tokens. If you do, when making the attack roll, it can't be re-rolled. And you roll an extra d6 for each removed token, then choose 2 dice for the attack roll. I'll be honest, that's really cool. You just have to hope to God you don't roll 3 ones. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got 2 clicks of sidestep. One click of running shot and 3 clicks of stealth. Interesting. Bucking the trend there. On attack, we open up with Deadly Barrage. Give Punisher a power action and remove an ammo token to make a range attack. Then make another range attack. The first attack doesn't activate the damage depletion modifier, which I don't think the damage depletion modifier is a thing anymore. Anyway, after that, we've got 2 clicks of Energy Explosion and 2 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we open up with Willpower for 2 clicks, then Toughness for 2 clicks, and then Willpower on his last 2 clicks. As for damage, we got Outwit on the last 2. Also, we got a range of 6 and 2 targets. That's kind of neat. Oh, who am I kidding? That is neat. Period. And finally, we've got the Lion of Olympus, Hercules. Hercules, during Civil War story in the comics, after all, sided with Captain America. And would, in fact, knock the holy shit out of Iron Man's clone of Thor. It was a really awesome scene. Anyway, so for 90 points, Hercules comes in with Anti-Registration, Avengers, Celebrity, Deity, and Heroes for Hire. We got the trait Fair, Greco-Roman Wrestling. Hercules can use Super Strength. When he moves adjacent to an opposing character holding an object, after actions resolve, KO that object. Then we start off with special power on movement. If you won't come to me, Hercules can use Charge and Plasticity. We've got that on first, 4th, 5th, and 5th clicks. Then we got, after that first click of it, we've got 2 of Sidestep. Then on the back end of his dial, he picks up Quake for 2 clicks. On defense, we start off with Invulnerability for 2 clicks, followed by 4 clicks of Toughness. Then on damage, on click 2, click 2 starts us off with for 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert. Also, he is indomitable, again, like I mentioned before with Cap, giving him built-in willpower. Now, the only downside with this team is that you've got 2 guys with the only 2 characters with team abilities have wildcard team abilities, which means they can't copy anything. Other than that, though, it will probably be a pretty solid team. Oh, like I said, decisions. Anyways, moving on to the Spider-Man family. So, now this one I actually had to do a lot of work to get it up to get it to 400. It was not easy, but here we go. All right, we're going to start things off with Spider-Man from one of many alternate universes within the Marvel universe. At 40 points, Spider-Man brings Spider-Man family keyword to the table. It's Aunt May as Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man. Anyway, so we've got a special power on attack. Pastry decorator weapon I made. Spider-Man can use incapacitate. When she does, hit characters can't move until your next turn. So, anyways, we got 2 clicks of sidestep, followed by 3 clicks of leap climb, 3 clicks of pastry weapon decorator I made, 3 clicks of super senses, 2 clicks of combat reflexes, 2 clicks starting mid dial of support, and 1 click on the back end of perplex. Okay, all right. Next up, we've got Black Cat, who was for a while going to be in a movie produced by Sony, but they've since said, how about no? Black Cat clocks in at 65 points, and it has the Defender's team ability. She also has the Defender's keyword, as well as Heroes for Hire, Marvel Diva, and Spider-Man family. She has improved movement, ignores elevated and hindering terrains. Let's see. Let's get a look at that dial. We've got 4 clicks of stealth, followed by 2 clicks of flurry on speed. On attack, we've got 2 clicks opening up of Blade's Claw's Fangs, followed by 2 more in the middle, in the middle, close to the end. That's not too shabby. Then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, a full dial of combat reflexes. Then we've got, and then 1, 2. First 2 clicks, and then the 4th click with probability control on damage, and then the third click, as well as 5th and 6th click having outwit. Okay, not bad. And like I said, she's got the Defender's team ability, so that could be useful. Next on the list is, once again, the man himself, Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes Spider-Man. Alright, so Spidey clocks in at 70 points. He's got the Spider-Man ally team ability. And he's, as well as the Avengers, Spider-Man family, and Scientist keywords. He also has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain. He has a trait, call in help from the Spider-Verse. Once per turn for all characters with this trait, when Spider-Man hits an opposing character, after actions resolve, you may roll a d6 that can't be re-rolled. Result of 3, 4, 5, or 6. Place another friendly character with the Spider-Man family keyword adjacent to this character. Note that it does not specify a character with the trait that can be placed next to Spider-Man, but any character with the Spider-Man family keyword. Next up, we've got a special defensive power. My spider sense is going off like crazy. Spider-Man can use super senses. When he does, increase the result of his roll by 1 for every 100 points of the attacking character's cost. That can be very useful. Very, very useful. Probably not so much in this week, but it can be. Anyway, we got ourselves 2 clicks of charge, 2 clicks of flurry, and 2 clicks of sidestep on speed. On attack, we open up with 2 clicks of super strength, and that's it.
On movement, we've got 2 clicks of spider senses going off like crazy, followed by 2 clicks of regular super senses. Another click of spider senses going off like crazy, and then back to regular super senses. We've also got 2 clicks of close combat expert at the top of the dial, and at the end of the dial, we've got 2 clicks of exploit weakness. Not too shabby for 70 points. Next up, we've got Silk. First off, some information about who Silk is. I know I gave absolutely no information whatsoever about any of these guys, but Silk. So, okay, we all know that Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive spider, got his spider powers, blah, 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 yada, 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 superhero, sweat, yeah. Well, turns out that that spider, it didn't die after it bit Peter. It ran off, sure, but it didn't die. It went on to bite Cindy Moon, who has similar yet but different spider powers. There's also odd kind of connection between her and Peter. So, let's talk about Silk then. First off, she's got the Spider-Man family team ability, or keyword, as in the Spider-Man ally team ability. So she and Spider-Man are wild cards. She got the Call and Help from the Spider-Verse trait, which is the same as Spider-Man's. Then on attack, she has a special power, Thin Finger Webs. Silk can use Incapacitate. When she does, she can use it normally, or she can use it as she had 3 targets, but doesn't give an action token to characters with 0 action tokens. And on damage, she has a special power, Precognitive Spider Sense. Silk can use Probability Control. During an opponent's turn, she may use this Probability Control to reroll her use of Super Senses instead of an opponent's roll. That's cool. Anyways, so, the rest of her dial, we got 2 clicks of Running Shot, followed by 2 clicks of Sidestep, and then 2 Bear clicks on Speed. 2 clicks of Thin Finger Webs on Attack, and that's it. 4 clicks of Super Senses on Defense, followed by 2 clicks of Regeneration. Then 2 clicks of Precognitive Spider Sense, followed by 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert, and then 2 Bear clicks on damage. Not too shabby for 70 points. And to be perfectly honest, I've been wanting to. This is a figure I've been trying to find a excuse, I guess, to use for quite some time. So we'll probably be using yeah. Anyway, next up we've got Spider-Girl. So, Spider-Girl. Spider-Girl is the alternate universe daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson Parker. She's got the Spider-Man ally team ability, improved movement, ignores elevated terrain, and she has the Avengers, New Warriors, and Spider-Man family keywords. She also has the Call and Help from the Spider-Verse trait. Special move power, Repel or Attract. She can use Force Blast and Plasticity. Then she's got a special power on damage, Directional Spider Sense. Spider-Girl can use Probability Control, but only when she attacks or is attacked. So let's look at the rest of her dial. We've got 2 clicks of Running Shot, followed by 4 clicks of Repel or Attract. 3 clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, followed by 3 Bear clicks. 3 clicks of Energy Shield Deflection, followed by 3 clicks of Super Senses. 3 clicks of Directional Super Spider Sense, followed by 3 clicks of Close Combat Expert. Not too shabby for 75 points, I must say. And in fact, I have used her before. She works out pretty well, if I do say so myself. The trick is to remember that she does have prob, kinda. And finally, we've got the Scarlet Spider. Yes, everybody laugh at the Kmart hoodie. I know I did back in the 90s. The Scarlet Spider, or Ben Reilly, is one of the clones of Spider-Man. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, it's 80 points. He's got the Spider-Man Ally Team ability. He also has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain, hindering terrain, and outdoor blocking terrain. That's not bad at all. We got the new Warriors of Spider-Man family keywords. Call and Help from the Spider-Verse trait. Then on attack, we have a special power, Impact Webbing. When he makes a range attack, choose one for each hit target. Give that character an action token, or that character can't be moved or placed until your next turn. Okay, not bad. So, we got 3 clicks of Running Shot, 3 clicks of Charge, 3 clicks of Impact Webbing, which coincide with those 3 clicks of Running Shot, I might add. 3 clicks of Super Senses, 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes, and then 2 clicks on the tail end of the dial of Close Combat Expert. Again, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, anyway, that's it for today. Probably gonna try and get the first Halloween retro review up tomorrow. I might also throw in which team I used and how it did. I'll figure that one out later. But as always, well, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when I put up new content, or when I go live. Links to my social media and Patreon are in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.